Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm just recording a formal and informal video. On the last video, I talked about the OpenAI Agent SDK. I've been playing around with it a little bit. I showed how I created a simple tool using the file search API and the response API from OpenAI to do simple web searches and file searches. On this video, I'm going to briefly go over this new tool I'm working on. This tool is an AI support agent or AI support assistant. I based it on my Brainwork company. That way I can have some kind of data to work with. The way it works is that we have multiple agents. So we have a main agent that delegates tasks to multiple agents. Those multiple agents have tools they can use to do different tasks and then pass that information back to the main orchestrator agent. Once I get all the bugs worked out of it, I'll open source it and also make it more of a generic tool or template where you can use it for any company. So let's say that you're a solopreneur and you want to have an agent that works on your website that's able to answer customer questions. They'll be able to do that. And also what makes this agent cool is that it has access to multiple tools. It has access to the web. It has access to all your documents. Using the file search, it can access your Slack and connect with you if it gets stuck. Also, it can access your database, handle billing questions, do refunds, and give customers information about their billing history, and all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and demonstrate it for you real quick, and then we'll go from there. You'll see on the main page, this is a basic chat. Here it has popular questions that the user can click. One thing I need to make sure I say is that I'm currently working in a coffee shop. So if you hear any background noise, people talking in the music, it's just because I'm at the coffee shop. I'll click on what is Brainwork and how does it work. And basically what it's doing is, you can see here, I have my vector store, and my vector store has all these different files from the website. It has dummy conversation histories. It has policies and procedures. All those are documents that are stored in my vector store. The agent has access to that. So now I can also say, what is the latest AI news? Initially, the agent went and found this information from the file storage, right? Now it's gonna pull this information using the web search agent. So now you can see that it pulling information about GPT 4.5. Now I can ask it a particular Brainwork question. For example, I can ask it, what are the pricing plans for Brainwork? And again, this agent can be used for any company. So you plug in your company information, internal data, connect it to your database, Slack, to your Gmail, Google Calendar, and they'll be able to use all those tools, and each agent would have access to his own tool, and then that main agent would control it. I'll give you a brief overview of the code in a second. For example, if I add this, now at this point, you can see the code here. You can see that I have my main agent here, which is the main support agent. This agent, what it does is, you can see the prompt that I wrote here. This agent hands off a task to different agents. We have the billing agent, the content advisor agent, the WordPress specialist agent, the technical support agent, the SEO agent, the file search agent, which searches a vector store, and then we have the web store agent. This main agent, which is the orchestrator agent, uses O3 Mini because O3 Mini is a reasoning model. So the O3 Mini model is able to make decisions. And then these agents here, for example, the billing agent, it uses GPT 4.0 Mini. Now you can set it up where it can use a GPT 4.0, which is a better model, but of course, due to the cost, I'm using the mini models. You can see this agent here, the prompt behind it, and it has access to all these tools, right? It has access to get user information, get subscription, get billing information, get payment methods, and so on. I created a mock SQL-like database. That way the agent can connect to this database. This database has like dummy user information, preferences. It has dummy user subscriptions, content, and things like that. So now let's go back to our agent. Now it's asking for the user ID. So let me go back to the database. Let me get a user ID for a user that has a plan. Let's see what plan this user has. We go to the user subscription. Let's go with this user here. So we're going to get this user ID because it's asking for the user ID. I'm going to get this dummy user ID and pass it to our agent. Like I say, my user ID is. Now the agent is going to go and find that user information and the database. Now you can see that's pulling back the plan, the cycle, the payment method, and all that good stuff. So now if you go back into the database, you'll see all that information is right here. The orchestrator agent, which is like the delegator, is able to take the requests from the user pass it to the billing agent, and then the billing agent goes out and gets the information, passes it back to the requester agent, which is the orchestrator, and then sends it back to the user. Now I can go and ask it, how do I integrate a framework with WordPress? Either it's going to find it on the web, or it's going to go into our vector database and get that information. Actually, it's doing the right thing. I'm going into our vector database, which has this information. But now let's say our customer is stuck and wants to talk to a human being. I'll go ahead and put this in. I'll say, I'd like to chat with a human, right? Now I'm going to send this information. Now I should ask me for my user ID, but knows my name and things like that. So let's say, so it's thinking, let's saying, let me wait, transfer you to a human agent. Let me say my user ID is, let's go ahead and get the user ID we used before. Now it's going to send my user information to the human agent to my Slack channel. If we see the Slack channel, a message was sent from the agent to my Slack channel. There's a response button, not yet configured, but ideally you'd want to respond, send your response to the agent, and then the agent would act accordingly, either do a particular task for the user or sends the user information from Slack, and then user can act accordingly. That's basically how this agent team is working together. I'm going to continue to build on it, then I'm going to open source it so you guys can check it out. And once I get all the bugs fixed and things like that, eventually what I want to turn this into is a chatbot system that you can easily integrate into your website. I'm connecting to your database, your Slack channel, and any other tools that it needs to connect to. This agent can work autonomously for the most part, and then connect with you via email or via Slack or any other channel that you like to communicate with the agent. So basically you have a live support agent. Overall, I think this is going to be a very cool project to build on, and I hope you guys like it. So if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment, and don't forget to like the video. Until next time.